is up, gangstas? So right now the moon is at 80.5% illumination in the sign of Capricorn. Headed towards that full moon in Aquarius. It's going to be a super blue moon. You should check it out. Even NASA has been like losing their shit about it. It's dope. I wanna be right out there staring. You know? Yeah, so grab your moon water, grab your crystals, do what you do, you know, but yeah, the moon's gonna be dope though, so check that out. Anyway, let's see how it's gonna affect you, right? Let's see kind of what this full moon is bringing into your life, what you can gather information wise from it. Let's see. Commemoration. When I see this card, this makes me think of nostalgia. But commemoration, to commemorate something is usually after something has passed, right? A time, a person, a thing. This could be thinking on how things used to be, kind of reminiscing. So let's see what that's about. Past loves, right? Past interests, things that you've had to let go of. Because I'm seeing the Knight of Cups in reverse, right? This represents like having a change of heart, a lack of desire, a lack of connection, right? With the Prince of Discs in reverse, this has a lot to do with letting go, because she's holding on, you know, to this disc in this. And the disc represents something very valuable, something very important. And having had let go of that, I see that there's like there's been a change of heart. There's, you know, like you no longer value somebody the way that you did or see them in the same light. It's like you can't rekindle your feelings for somebody after seeing them in a certain way. Yeah, with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it's like I feel that at least in your recent past, like you've been kind of feeling like on the shit end of the stick, right? Like you've had loss, you've had disappointment, right? It's like certain things didn't play out the way that you had hoped. All right, well, let's see kind of what's coming of that, right? Because I feel that, like, when we kind of really release and let the world take on its own thing with us, rather than trying to resist every change and challenge, just kind of flowing into it, leaning into it a little bit, it makes it a lot easier to move with the current than against it. You know, when life has these challenges, these things kind of putting you on a new course or a new way, right? It's better to just, you know, go with it. So with the Ten of Pentacles, I'm seeing that like a big part of your focus at this time is like building your wealth, your stability, you know, like really coming up from where you've been in the past, right? Perhaps even the where you grew up, right? Trying to do better in that sense, right? Have financial stability in those things. With the Queen of Swords in reverse, though, I do see somebody from your past, right? Trying to like come back up. And they're like trying to. It's not like argumentative. It's not like, trying to start something, but it definitely feels like this is somebody who's cut you off in the past, right? Who's kind of coming back around. With the moon being Pisces energy, this is like, I do see something coming to light, or seeing something or somebody for what they are kind of energy. It's like you see below the surface, like you're reading between the lines of this individual, like perhaps you're doing better financially, and then they kind of step in and you're like, oh, I see you, you know. Yeah, with the Ten of Swords, I see that you're just pretty much over that, right? And like you've already felt that defeat, you've already gone through that shit. With the Eight of Cups, you have no problem walking away, and kind of, letting them do their own shit, right? You're like, no, I chose my path. I'm not retreating. I'm not going back to what left me feeling defeated. With the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles, we have 10-10, endings and new beginnings. With the Eight of Discs, I see a big focus on your work. I see like a big focus on your financial growth and stability. And it's like you're tired of feeling like you've met misfortune in life, right? Like you're ready to start making some gains, and you know that it's going to require discipline, and it's going to require you showing up as your best, doing your best all the time. With the Tower in reverse, I'm saying, yeah, like, you're rebuilding, you're growing, you're really establishing yourself. With the Queen of Cups in reverse, it's like you may not have the same interest in things that you have before, right? You could be losing interest. With the Ace of Cups in reverse, though, this is what's really pulling my attention, and this is kind of like having your cup drained, your emotional cup drained, and kind of feeling like you don't really have much more to give, like that's not even an area of focus for you. You're just kind of like, no, been there, done that. I'm not trying to go through another tower like that. I'm finally rebuilding and growing and establishing myself. And so I see that you're definitely in a process of like being a little more emotionally cut off and more in your head, and just kind of like, how do I make it up to myself for how far I've let myself get set back, focusing on these things that only led to misfortune. We have Six of Wands in reverse. And I see that you're, like at the bottom of it, it says victory, right? And so in reverse, I'm seeing like defeat, right? Like and with the Ten of Swords, that represents defeat. And so there was like a situation that left you feeling defeated, right? And it looks like it involved your emotions, right? There was a situation that left you feeling like, what the actual fuck was that, right? But, with the Empress, this tells me that it was also your greatest inspiration, right? It tells me that this leads to your greatest creations, right? Destruction often is a mask for creation, right? Because it is through the hardships and through the pains that our inspiration is sparked to create a piece of art, to create music, to create something of value, something that is so uniquely our own expression of our pain and things like that. And those creations can actually, more so than just being healing emotionally, you know, these could be things that become our career path, things that become our passion projects that we just can't stop, you know. um, and it could be opening up this window of opportunity, and a lot of opportunity is masked in loss, right? With the Priestess in reverse, I see that fear, doubt, insecurity has entered your path. I also see, with the moon, that you could be dealing with Pisces or have heavy Pisces in your chart, um, but with the Priestess in reverse, it's like fear, doubt, insecurity has like kind of taken hold in a lot of areas, and you're being asked to kind of like give that up as a sacrifice, as an offering. Like, you know, when you give it up, you don't bring it up again, right? When you give it up, you're like, this is my offering for the life I want. Tradesies. You get my worries, my concerns, and I get peace of mind, and you know, that come up from everything that I've suffered. You know, it's the balancing act. What's interesting about this is I see kind of something hitting you out of nowhere. With the Knight of Wands, this could be like a suitor, and I'm saying this based on the cards that are following up this Knight of Wands, right? This is like a message or news or some kind of offer that really ignites your passions. And with the Empress, I'm seeing your passions being reignited. Sorry. uh, so, what I'm seeing here is the Lovers, right? I'm seeing divine counterparts. Also, this could, because the Lovers, before it had any romantic connotations to it, the Lovers card actually represented making a huge decision, right? This could be a business partnership. This could be, you know, like, take it as it resonates. It could be love, but I'm seeing like a reignition of your passions, and I'm seeing you make a big decision, something that really leads you in a more fruitful direction. With the Fool card, Uranus energy, Aquarius energy, and with the full moon being in Aquarius, I feel that's significant. The Fool represents taking a leap of faith, going into the unknown, doing something perhaps that you haven't done before, right? Stepping out of your comfort zone and really not resisting the way that things are going in your life, right? Yeah, I'm saying Queen of Wands. Whether you're male, female, whatever, this is like you having very attractive energy, right? The Queen of Wands is the most attractive queen in the entire deck. And what's attractive about her is not just her looks, right? It's her energy, it's the vibe, it's the eccentricity of her, it's the leadership, the willpower, you know. So I'm seeing that like you're kind of stepping into this energy of feeling very empowered and feeling very confident in your path and, you know, just in life. So, and it all starts with redirecting your focus on yourself, and it's like then everything else just kind of falls into place. When you're not focusing on the outcome, but focusing on making yourself somebody who's worthy of the outcome, that's when your best outcomes come forth, right? Guna Tantrika. It takes strength of spirit not to override inner knowing with social pressures or an inhuman expectation for constant performance. Trust in the shifting cycles to give yourself what you need for well-being. No being benefits when you are at odds with yourself. You have the inner power and capacity to be at peace within your being now. Kapali. Tune into the spiritual power within you. It is beyond what society understands and can offer you. It will nourish, protect, inspire, and guide you through any troubles. If your path is diverging from your original plans or is out of sync with those around you, trust in what is happening and know that you are within Kali's care. Alrighty, and that is what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Namaste. I love you all, and I will see you later.